College football.
Yes, college football, and we're almost in November here, so we're getting close to the end. Which means we're midseason awards time. Let's get to it here. Let's start with, and I want everyone to be involved, including you, Kenny, Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year so far.
Start with Kenny Cott.
It's definitely not Kirby Smart, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, come on.
No, you know what? I'm going to pass for now.
What?
Because I don't want to pick Sarkisian, and I might have to.
Oh.
And we're going into this week. I'm a little raw. I'm a little emotional. It's probably Sarkisian.
Rico Beard, Coach of the Year.
Kurt Cignetti, Indiana. He's taking a program. Mike, you know what? Hey, full Jeter cap tip to you. You nailed it.
He's
at the
such
beginning.
a penis.
No, but he's taking a dead program, and he embraces it and is like, "Hey guys, I need you to fill up the stands. Wake the F up and come out here and support our team this weekend."
Yeah.
And he's turned this team into Indiana was everybody's homecoming game.
The key to, Rico, they're entertaining to watch.
Yes.
I know that's not the most important thing, but damn, it helps. And they got a big game against
They
Nebraska.
run the touchdown play.
They do. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Maple Leaf Missile. Yeah, Cignetti would be mine. I know the schedule's been soft, but he's such an ass, and I mean that as a compliment. Even what he had to say about the West Coast trip, did you hear that?
No.
So he was talking to McAfee about it, and he's like, yeah, listen, the weight guys and all the staff here, they're like, oh, we got all these plans. He's like, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're going to show up late. We're going to get up early. We're going to kick their ass and get back on the plane. I'm just he is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's working. And yes, I think they'll beat Nebraska this weekend.
I don't know if he's going to be long for Indiana because I think he's going to be the hottest name in coaching. Indiana's going to have to pony up to keep him there.
But you need a school willing to tolerate him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot. He will never work at a place where the boosters are going to run the deal.
About to say a little bit of the hardball effect that after a while he wears on you, and you know what, you can go.
I'd say so.
So no love for Matt Campbell.
Not to hell with him.
Okay, all right.
He's back. He's back.
Sure. Freshman of the Year. Now, I think there's only two choices here.
Yeah, Ryan Williams or
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith. Can I just go 1 and 1A? They're both amazing.
You could.
I'm going to go Jeremiah Smith only because when Ohio State, who's been wide receiver comes out and says he is better than all of the other wide receivers that we've had as a true freshman, that speaks volumes because they have a lot of receivers in the league right now. They believe in him, and you can't stop him.
How about this? I'll go with Rico's answer. Unless Ryan Williams lights Rocky Top on fire Saturday night. But I'll go with you for right now. Let me see the kid on the big stage. What?
I'm just saying, okay.
He did great against Georgia.
Let it play out. Okay, I got you.
I want to see tomorrow night, but hell, maybe Jeremiah could do a few more one-handed grabs against State just to torment us.
Brother, when I'm sitting there in the crowd, say, why is he celebrating? He didn't care. They showed on the Jumbotron once. Yeah, he caught it, folks. Let's
First
move on.
player in Spartan Stadium history to catch a touchdown pass with his nutsack. That takes talent, people.
I mean, I felt bad for the corners because you did everything that you could do.
Doesn't matter.
That's why when you just look at the coach, what'd you want me to do, coach?
Rika, sack. I mean, it's ridiculous. David, go ahead.
So rightly so. We always focus on the Heisman Player of the Year, stuff like that. So who do you think is the most disappointing player? A player that's supposed to have expectations going in high, and they've disappointed so far? Could it be Will Howard?
Could I say Carson Beck?
You could.
Yeah.
You could.
The performance against Kentucky is very hard to get out of my mind. The first half against Alabama is hard to get out of my mind. He was supposed to be the number 1 overall draft pick in the NFL. I don't think anyone has him there anymore. I would love Kenny's opinion, but I don't know if he's in stall number 2.
Yeah, I was. For me, I would probably go Will Howard because I expected a little more because you have a lot of toys at Ohio State.
Last play of the game.
So, yeah, I expect a certain level, and he is not Now he's truly the quarterback born on third base, and he is standing on third. He's not even attempting to go home.
Kenny, I said Carson Beck being the disappointment for me based on the Kentucky game, first half against Bama. I know Saturday will tell the tale, but is it fair today to say he's disappointing?
I believe it's absolutely fair. At the beginning of the season, everybody had him a high draft pick and a potential Heisman, and I just don't think he's come close.
Okay.
He's put up half of that performance in my eyes. Maybe I'm being too hard on him because he's my guy, but I don't think I am.
You know what? Let me Cam Rising.
Well, he's dead.
That's just it. Then just say he's dead.
Got it.
And stop telling me he possibly could play this weekend.
Yeah,
Because I expected so much and nothing from him.
David.
So since I'm on disappointing, I'll stay right there before we do surprise team. Let's do disappointing team first.
Jesus. I mean, how long you got? USC's disappointing. 3 plays from 6-0, but eventually, guys, guess what? You don't make the play. It's who you are. So USC would be 1. Florida State has to take the cake there. I mean, they've been an absolute car wreck. SEC-wise, I'll own it. Rico was right. I was wrong. Ole Miss, brutally disappointing to have 2 losses before mid-October. There's 3. Michigan State. Just leave me alone. Go ahead.
Was it high expectations for
Just
that?
leave me alone.
Jeremiah Smith just scored.
Nuts.
I'm going to say, Florida State, I think, is that team. It went from the fluke loss overseas at Ireland to the next week, to the next. Oh, wait, maybe they're just bad.
Correct.
Yeah. More on them later.
On this stupid bracket that I made, I have Florida State making a deep run. So call me an idiot. That's on me.
Idiots.
Surprise team for this year so far.
I'll give you one. And I know they're not fun to watch, and maybe you haven't seen them. What about Arizona State? They were supposed to be absolute puke. And then a beautiful angel descended upon them from Sacramento State named Cameron Scadaboo. And he's basically Mike Allstott of the desert.
Mm-hmm. And their coach has pretty much said, hey, anybody that took the over on our team, congratulations. It was 4.5. We've got 5 wins. Go spend your money wisely. Surprise team for me, I like Arizona State. I got to go with Vanderbilt.
Good call. They're just, you know what? Do we just say words we never thought we'd say? Vanderbilt, good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're a ball team.
I mean, could you imagine Vanderbilt and playing Indiana in the playoffs? Sounds ridiculous. And then the winner takes on the Army. Sounds ridiculous, but
sounds amazing.
Could happen.
Sounds like we're doing a playoff game in West Point. Let's go.
Well, speaking of playoff games, and Kenny mentioned it, for the 3 of us, me, Kenny, and Rico, we did our bracket before the year. What's that team that you want to replace? Kenny just said Florida State, clearly.
Will you please take Falwell University and the boom mic
No.
and the lighting rig off of that, please?
No.
Can't take Liberty off.
If
No.
you only get to take one off, David, that's not David's one.
No, that's not my one.
The pool boy's been tapping that all year, man. They ain't making the playoff.
No, it's
Come
NC,
on now.
It's NC State. I had NC State in there.
Whoa, buddy, hold on. You win. They are booty.
Yeah.
You know you're bad when you're catching 11 from Cal.
Right, exactly. Take them off.
At least I had them making the playoffs and losing in their first game. But I had Florida State, too. But they were losing at Happy Valley. They're going to go to Penn State, and it was going to be a whiteout, and they were losing. I'll stick with the other teams.
I had them winning twice.
Uh-oh.
Well, you've made a mistake, and that is your college football blitz.